And then we talked about some stuff.
This is a show where we take everyday items, judge them on things we make up, and tell you guys about it.
Today, we're going to talk about the sticky stuff.
Tape!
Having a house, I like to paint my walls, but I'm not really good at it. So in order to put the straight lines along the ceilings or along edging, I decided I wanted to use some painter's tape. I don't know which one to get. And Andrew here, he knows a lot more about painting than I do.
Let's rate it.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to take some sheetrock, or drywall, as some people know, and we're going to have two pieces painted, and we're going to take one piece, we're going to put down just house latex semi-gloss paint on it, and then he's going to apply some tape to one side, and then I'll apply some tape to the other.
Correct. We're going to paint our lines, let it dry, set up for a little bit, peel the tape, show you which one stuck the best, which line's the cleanest, and hopefully we prevent any wicking underneath texture underneath the tape.
Now, in addition to doing just standard painting, we're also going to use a textured wall with the same paint on it for effect, to show you how tape can work over and around different relief on the wall.
Correct.
Let's look at our first one. So we have 3 different tapes we decided to use. We use the frog tape, otherwise known as green tape. We were also using blue tape, the standard Scotch blue tape. And we've got Dollar Tree tape. Now you can see by the price per yard that the best price right now is going to be Dollar Tree. The second best, the blue tape. Third best, going to be your frog tape. But price isn't always what you should be looking at, because if it doesn't work, you're going to have to do it again anyway. So,
and trust me, tape adds up. You need a lot of it when you're painting a house. You need a lot of it to do all your trim around your windows, around your doors, your baseboards. You can never have enough tape. So choosing the right one right off the bat is a really good idea.
On this side of the board, this side of the tape, each tape, I've painted, and on that side, Andrew's painted.
We had 2 different painting styles. I've painted for many years, so I do it a certain way. Mine tends to be more speed, and if you need to come back and touch it up later, you can. It's a thicker coat, one coat. Will did it a little bit differently. Understand his mindset. Paint away from the tape so that you prevent wicking underneath. What do you say we peel these suckers? Our paint is pretty well set up, but it's only been a couple hours. Personally, that's my preference, to do it when it's still wet, because your paint doesn't flake off potentially, as if it was fully set. We're going to see if this does anything like that. We're going to start with the frog tape over here. I'm pretty impressed by that. Now, frog tape comes in a sealed container, and you have to use it within like 14 days of opening the container, something like that. Blue tape, painter's tape, it's a no-brainer, but the frog tape and specialty tapes like that, always read the manufacturer's directions to get the best performance out of it. Blue tape, you can see still decent lines. You have a little bit of wicking on both, but not terrible. This is a Dollar Tree tape. Now, I gotta tell you, when I was rolling mine out here, first strip, it ripped in a weird way. So you can see it's an uneven edge right there. And then it's stuck over here on top of the roll. So I'm actually pretty impressed. It's very similar to the normal blue tape.
You're not always going to have a plain wall. Sometimes you're going to have some popcorn or textures on your wall. Ta-da!
The texture. Now, to be clear, we were aggressive on the texture here. It's quite bumpy. This emulates more of like a ceiling texture than a wall texture. It's just to show, a different dynamic of these tapes and how well they adhere when you have a rather bumpy surface. So again, it'll be up to what project you're doing, where you're at in your house, that kind of thing. But when colors butt up against each other, especially in a ceiling situation, this is going to be really important. So we agreed that frog tape is the best on flat surfaces, correct?
I would use that for all the places where I want to see clean lines.
Right, and then the other two are kind of a wash.
They're kind of a wash.
So best bang for your buck, probably Dollar Tree.
Right.
All right, for consistency's sake, I'll start with the frog tape again. Now, just a reminder, Will is a homeowner, placed one stripe of tape. I, as a professional, placed the other stripe of tape. We both pushed them down pretty hard. It's generally the same application process, obviously, so we'll see how we do here. So make sure that your texture and body surface are fully dry before you adhere this tape.
The lines are still very clean though.
They
Although
are.
I will say they're cleaner on your side than mine. You must have pressed down a little better than me. You can see right in...
Do a little bit here.
Yeah, like right in this area here. So that's not too bad. Still perform well against the texture.
Yeah.
There you go, frog tape. Let's look at the blue tape. Standard Scotch blue tape. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to take a pride point on the fact that my painting style actually worked out well for having a texture on the thing.
Painting style worked way better. Mine faster, more paint. Obviously, you can see it's squirted through underneath the paint. Alright.
Alright, let's find that last but not least, the Dollar Tree. Show me the back side of that tape.
You can see paint and texture stuck to it. There are different levels of adhesion of tape, so depending on what you need or want, to make sure you pay attention to that as well. This is clearly a higher adhesion, I believe. That's why we were peeling paint off there when we didn't have an issue with the other ones.
So we have Dollar Tree there, blue tape there, and frog tape there. I think there's a clear winner on that.
I would agree.
So it looks like if I'm doing any fine painting, I'm definitely going to go with the frog tape. Does it work? So what we've decided to do is let the results speak for themselves. I mean, you saw the results. I think if you have plain walls like this, you're just fine for most edges. Either one works. The big bonus you get for regular blue tape is it comes in longer rolls. It's a 60-yard roll versus a 17-yard roll. This is really good for smaller projects. If you're in a quick hurry, you can just grab a roll of Dollar Tree tape, but it functions.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed.
This line impresses the heck out of me.
Yep.
On both of ours. I mean,
That's
there's
really clean.
almost no bleed over at all.
Nope.
Now, this difference in story comes when we start talking about the textured wall, which most people have. And this is a very extreme version of this.
Correct. This is more like ceilings, things like that. Maybe if you have an older home.
But I think it's pretty clear that you probably don't want to be using Dollar Tree tape on a textured wall.
I would definitely, if you have any kind of texture significant, I would use the frog tape.
I mean, as a homeowner, I'm only going to be buying frog tape here on out for myself for doing my projects here because I love a good clean line, even if it's something that's nearly out of sight.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably agree with you. I have a lot of painting projects that I have to do at my home, and that was informational for me. I've been using the blue tape the whole time. For not much more, you're getting a way better product, in my opinion. So.
And again, you can see on the screen the 3 different price points on per yardage. You're not spending an incredibly amount more here, and the results are worth the money. If you want to see us review anything else, let us know in the comments below, and we'll take a look at that and see where it lands, and you'll maybe see that in the future.
Sounds good to me. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.